Hi, everybody. We're here at this fabulous arena for tonight's broadcast. The Bulldogs will start with the ball, Jay. I know they play a physical brand of basketball. Is that what you're looking for now?
Mike, I'm looking for bruises tonight. This is not the type of game for the timid. They're going to get the ball down low, and if you're not prepared to bang, you're going to be sent into the second or third row early in this ball game.
Did they have enough perimeter game to go with a low post?
Well, I think they do, but they need to get the ball inside first, and that will loosen things up out on the perimeter. They can kick it outside to their open shooters.
Morrison gets the ref's attention on that play. It's charging. That's his first foul of the game. Head throws the ball inbounds. Williams with the ball up top. Shoots.
Nice rebound,
Powell misses with the tip.
Well, too bad he missed the shot there. That would have been beautiful.
Ravillo with the ball up top. Ravillo has the ball up top. Only 7 on the shot clock. Whistled for the closely guarded violation. It's knocked loose. Here's the break.
Boy, watch the bodies flying on this one. A lot of bumping going on. Here it is.
Boy, Jay, you're so right. No easy buckets tonight down inside, even though he completes the three-point play. Augustine puts the ball in play. The Fighting Illini down by 3 with the ball. They pass it inside. Williams is fouled hard on the way up. He'll get 2 shots at the line. He hits the first free throw. His second attempt is off. The Bulldogs bring it up court with a 2-point lead. Knight lays it in.
That was a big play right there. Nobody thought he was going to be able to get that shot to go down. That will really deflate a defense.
For 2.
There's no need for the rush shot there. The coach can't be happy about that one.
Augustine couldn't get it to go after the hack, but draws the foul. He'll get a chance for a deuce at the line. He makes his first shot at the line, and he succeeds at the stripe. 2 for 2. The Gonzaga Bulldogs bring it up court with a 2-point lead. Batista, too hard on that shot. The Illini have possession, 2 down. Brown has it up top.
That's a shot.
Let's check out this play. This is text.
Turieff triggers it in. They get the ball inside. Batista comes back out. Ravillo can't sink the jumper.
That's a big defensive rebound. That can really get your team motivated to go after those boards early in the game. No go on the lob that time. They just couldn't time the pass.
Morrison off on the layup.
That kid willed his way to that stop. A great play.
For 3. Brown missed it off the front of the rim.
Superb execution with the coverage right there. This youngster stepped up his play and got the shooter to miss with great late pressure.
Takes the shot.
That is what I'm talking
Head
about.
makes a nice assist on that bucket. The Bulldogs, with a two-pointer this trip down, they can tie it up. That pass is intercepted.
Boy, that'll get into your head early in a ball game when you show the ball and somebody just takes it right out of your hands.
Turieff pulls down the defensive rebound. 2-point differential between these clubs. Morrison misses that one, didn't get enough distance. The Illini bring it up court with a 2-point lead. He can't get the first. He sinks the second. And he misses the third. The Bulldogs down by 3 with the ball. Down low with the ball. Turieff draws a lot of contact. He'll have a chance to get 2 at the line. He gets the first of 2. And he misses the second free throw. 2-point differential between these clubs. Brown up top with the ball. Passes back. Feeds it back. Puts it up. Williams off on that shot. Not a real good look there. Augustine, 17 feet away. It's off the mark. The Bulldogs could tie up the game with the score this trip.
Arrow, nice.
Head throws it in. The Illinois Fighting Illini looking now to take the lead. The score tied as they bring it up. Head from beyond the arc. Head just threw up a 3, and that's not the strength of his game.
Solid defensive rebound. Great box out and really going after the ball. That's the way you send a message early on in a tight ball game. Wow, Mike, I love the way this kid performs out there on defense. He's really elevated his game to pour on the pressure.
The inside shot. Batista gets the rebound. He now has 5 on the game.
This team has really done a nice job rebounding on both ends. They're not only getting position, but they're pursuing the ball relentlessly. That's what they need to do to try to control the momentum of this game. Keep grabbing big rebounds. He stayed with his man and made him fight for that shot. That's how you play good low-post defense.
Brown up top. Morrison inbounds the ball. The Gonzaga Bulldogs have possession, 2 down. With the shot. Turieff with the tip in.
Ronnie Turieff.
We've got an even score. Brown with it up top. For 2.
If you're given that kind of contact, you better expect to hear a whistle. 2 coming up at the free throw line.
He can't get the first. He does nail the second free throw. It's a 1-point game. Dowdney gets the offensive board.
You've got a shooter there who's not likely to hit that shot. If you're on defense, that is the kind of shot you want to force him to take. Excellent play.
The ball passed in deep.
Boy, simple and beautiful right there. That's a great feat.
Powell throws the ball inbounds. The Illinois Fighting Illini have the ball and are 1 back. Brown couldn't get it to go after the hack, but draws the foul. A chance for 2 from the free throw strike. Ties it up with that one. We'll see if he gets the second. He gets them both. It's a 1-point game. Mallon with the ball up top. Pushing it in. Turieff doesn't take it in any further. Turieff, that's the bucket and his 7th point this half. He has been a scoring machine all night tonight. Brown with the ball up top. The Illinois Fighting Illini are trailing by just a little bit here as we move through the first half. Jay, what can you say about their play so far?
Mike, they're trailing early on in this ball game, but it's not a deficit that they cannot overcome if they punch the ball inside and get some easier opportunities.
Shot clock is at 6. They have to put it up.
Sweet. Good time.
Powell scores and gives them the advantage. It's a 1-point game. Knight with it out top. Williams steals it, and that's his first takeaway of the game.
Boy, excellent defensive concentration there on that steal. Early on in a close ball game, it's really important to set the tone defensively, and that's exactly what they're doing.
Dowdney misses an easy 2. The Illini have the ball. They're up by 1. Brown has it up top. He shoots. Augustine missed it from the top of the key. The Gonzaga Bulldogs have the ball and are 1 back. They work it in.
Where's the deep?
Big shot right there over the defense.
42.
Powell throws it in. It's a 1-point game. He's in close. Augustine, nothing but net. Jay, they're playing him very loose out there. They don't seem to respect that shot.
No, they're sticking with the scouting report on this kid, Mike. They want to recover late to his shot because he's not a proficient outside shooter, but today he's having a miraculous day knocking those shots down. This kid has been doing a terrific job. It's fun to watch a guy having a great day.
Well, he's having a ball, that's for sure. Turieff, no luck on that shot. Tough look there.
The defense just outplayed themselves right there and got rewarded with the miss.
The Bulldogs have the ball and are 1 back. They feed it inside. Turieff from about 9 gets the bucket. You have to be surprised to witness such an offensive output from this kid, Jay.
No question about it, Mike. He's a talented low-post player, but they've been shutting him down there, and he's floated out to the perimeter, and he's been really hurting them with those perimeter shots. I think they've got to get out on him now because he's proven he can hit that shot. It's been a nice surprise for this team.
Having a Jay Billis night. It's a 1-point game. Dowdney out on top. Mallon has the ball up top. Knight can't bank it in. Knight has his shot bounce everywhere on the rim except in. The Fighting Illini have the ball. They're up by 1. Brown up top with the ball. They drop it into the low post. Powell hammers the back of the rim with that shot.
This team has really done a nice job rebounding on both ends. They're not only getting position, but they're pursuing the ball relentlessly. That's what they need to do to try to control the momentum of this game. Keep grabbing big rebounds.
He can't get the first, and he chokes at the line, missing both shots. It's a 1-point game. Gives it back. Head up top with the ball.
Mike, when this team goes into the locker room at halftime, they're going to be talking about their offensive efficiency. They need to do a better job offensively. They haven't shot the ball very well, but it's their defense that's kept them in it.
Returns the ball. Morrison couldn't get it to go after the hack, but draws the foul. A chance for 2 from the free throw strike.
These are big free throws for this kid. He needs to bend his knees, take a deep breath, and make sure he gets it up to the basket. You don't want to come up short right here. Give it a chance to go in.
And he succeeds at the stripe, 2 for 2. The Illini have the ball and are one back. Now in the low post. Williams is hacked and will go to the line for a couple. 11 in off the bench, not a big minute guy for this team. Ties it up with that one. We'll see if he gets the second. No problem at the line. He drops both free throws. It's a one-point game. Dowdney with the ball up top. For the three.
Oh, count it.
Watch the way he uses his height advantage.
Adam Morrison.
Smith triggers it in. Brown with it out top.
That's what we wanted. That's what we wanted.
Smith with nobody around hits it. The Bulldogs bring up the ball in a tie game here tonight. Kicks it back. 11 has it up top. Dowdney from deep. Dowdney. The three ball doesn't go.
What an effort defensively, and it's really no surprise. This kid gives 110% every time he steps on the floor, and he has the skill to deny even the best shooters. What a play he made to get the stop right there.
Morrison.
Man, that was not an easy shot, and somehow they've been successful playing this way since the game started.
Yeah, Mike, the defense has been playing tough, but when the other team keeps hitting tough shots like that, you've got to stay focused and not be brought down mentally by the other team doing something spectacular.
And if you're on defense, you just hope it doesn't last much longer. Morrison has 2 3-pointers, could get a third on this trip. The Illinois Fighting Illini were the last ones to touch the ball before going out.
On the court.
Knight comes back in after sitting on the bench for a while. The Bulldogs with the ball and a 3-point advantage. The Bulldogs get it back. Knight up top with the ball. Throws it back. For the tray.
Mike, this is one of those times where you make a poor shot selection and you wish you could get the ball back and do it all over again.
Nice rebound, and he made sure he controlled the miss.
Mike, it looks like a simple rebound, but look how big these boards have added up for these guys. The more rebounds you get, the more points you put on the scoreboard. That's outstanding work on the glass.
They thread it underneath. 42 dribbles back out. Fires.
Oh, nice job of converting.
Number 11.
Ingram passes it in. The Fighting Illini are back 5 on the scoreboard. With the J.
That's what we wanted.
Jay, this is what we expected, turning out to be a really good game.
And you love the way these kids are playing with intensity on both ends of the floor. They are really battling for every loose ball.
And they both need this game. Knight up top, passes it back. Knight with the ball up top. 7 seconds to shoot. Here's the double team. They couldn't beat the buzzer, and they'll turn it over. Brown can't get the buzzer beater to fall. We've reached halftime with the score 28-25. Smith going to the bench. Powell puts the ball in play. The Illini are trailing just a little after the break. They seem to be lagging behind, but they're definitely hanging around too. Half the game is over. What do you see going on?
Well, Mike, as they start this second half, I think what this team needs to do is look toward their best players. Try to get them going early in this second half so that they will be in some rhythm, get some confidence as the game continues.
For the deuce. Williams hasn't been able to help his team tonight. You know, Jay, it's got to be killing him.
Oh, yeah, and they're really behind because of this kid right now. He's a kid that they really need to play well in order to win. If he doesn't get his game going, they're going to need to try to do something else. Look to another player to try to get him going.
Where's the D?
Batista lays it in.
Number 13.
Head with the inbound. 3-point spread on the scoreboard. Brown with it up top. They get it down low. The ball's free.
Nice shot, nice shot.
Augustine scores his 12th point with that bucket.
Augustine!
The Bulldogs have the ball. They're up by 1. Delivers back. Ravillo out on top. There's the double team.
Help.
Ravillo has the ball up top. Shoots the fadeaway. Morrison off on the fadeaway jumper. The Fighting Illini have the ball and are 1 back. Morrison has an opportunity to get his 3rd three-pointer this trip. Turieff up top with the ball. Takes the jumper.
That's what I'm
Morrison
talking about.
with the swish. Jay's having a good night. What do you see from him tonight?
Well, Mike, I think he's really hunting his shot out there and looking for opportunities to score. And when he gets open looks, he's going to rack up some open baskets. This kid is one guy you've really got to watch out for and limit his touches on the perimeter. He will take over.
And he's done it so far.
Wow, he was so far off on that shot, he didn't even hit the rim.
He makes his first shot at the line. He hits both free throws. Turieff with the inbound pass. It's a 1-point game. Morrison has it up top. Passes back. 6 left on the shot clock. They'll have to get one off in a hurry. The ball goes inside. Turieff kicks it out.
Oh, let's cue up the replay on this one. This kid has great court vision. What a pass.
Nice anticipation there. Practice pays off. The Fighting Illini take the ball up, down 4 points right now. Brown with the ball up top. Head fires the 3. Head tries to answer with a 3 but misses. Turieff bats it away, number 2 on the night. Head draws a lot of contact. He'll have a chance to get 2 at the line. He hits the first free throw. And he goes a perfect 2 for 2 at the line. Kicks it back. Ravillo has the ball up top. They're inside.
Double up.
And the double team.
It's timeout. It's call time.
The Gonzaga Bulldogs decide to call a timeout. 42 throws it in. They feed it inside. 42 is fouled hard on the way up. He'll get 2 shots at the line. He gets the first of 2. He hits both free throws. 4-point game we've got right now. Williams up top with the ball. Knocks it away. The Bulldogs with the ball. The lead is 4.
Wow, he read the crossover perfectly there, Mike, and picked him clean. Not only did he move his feet, he put his hands there as well in order to get in the way of the ball. That's where the offense cannot show the ball. You have to protect it with your body much more effectively than that.
7 seconds to get the shot off. Gives it back. Puts it up. Brown forced that one a little. It went long. 4-point game we've got right now.
Revillo.
Up top with the ball. Puts it up. Turiev doesn't get that one to go. And, Jay, he's missed more shots than we're used to seeing.
Boy, he has, but you can't fault his shooting form. His team is playing well as a unit right now, and they have the lead, and that's all you really care about. But you worry about your star player staying in the ballgame and not forcing it.
Might get a W on an off night. The ball inside now.
Double up, double up.
Turiev feeds it outside. Puts up the three. Morrison misses from the wing. The Fighting Illini take the ball up, down 4 points right now. Augustine couldn't throw it down after the lob. Jay, that's not the shot they want. That really wasn't set up to do that, was it?
No, definitely not, Mike. And I think they do need to start calling his number in a set play. They can get it done in the low post most of the time, but I don't think you want him taking those outside shots without punching it inside first.
It's passed inside. Powell takes it back out. Brown out on top. Tosses it up.
Good shot with the jumper there.
Turiev throws the ball inbounds. 4-point game we've got right now. 42 with it out top. Goes inside. 42 decides not to drive. Morrison misses on the jump shot. Head up top. Powell, amazing air and concentration. What a dunk. Morrison with the ball up top. Down low with the ball. Turiev not shooting well, but tonight his lack of production hasn't hurt them, Jay.
Not yet, and I think, Mike, you can credit good coaching there. They've made some really good adjustments. They're looking for screeners more often. They've had really good team play, and I think that extra effort's been paying off. It's never good to rely on just one guy.
4-point game we've got right now. Brown wasn't paying attention to the line. That's an over and back call. 11 got a long break on the bench, and coach decides he wants him back out there. Knight with it up top. The Bulldogs have a close game here tonight. They were ahead in the first half, now with a slight edge on the scoreboard. I know they want to expand on that lead, but you can't be idle because anything can happen. How's it unfolding for them?
Mike, this team has really shot the three very well all game long, but as you get toward the end of a ball game, that's where your legs start to go. So they've got to be very careful not to just launch up threes indiscriminately. They've got to work the ball, get it inside, and get easy shots as this game goes down the stretch.
Mallon has it up top. Shot clock is at 6. They have to put it up.
Where's the D, fool?
The Illinois Fighting Illini will take a timeout there. Powell will come off the floor. Batista spent quite a bit of time on the bench, now coming back in. The Fighting Illini with the ball in a 9-point deficit. for 2. Smith can't get it to fall and can't stop the run. The Bulldogs with the ball, 14-6 run here.
Oh, talk about contact, Mike. He got some on this play, but it didn't faze him one bit.
He got the contact, but, Jay, it wasn't enough to get. Augustine passes it in. 11 points between these two teams. Brown out on top. The ball passed in deep. Inside shot.
Where's your D?
That's a great basket there, Jay, and a neat stat on the screen. The top two guys, their shot attempts and their points.
Well, they're looking for their most productive players every time down the floor, and give the coach credit because he put them into a position to score, and they're really looking for them right now.
Morrison up top. In deep. 7 to go. The shot clock winding down. Feeds it back. Revillo. 3 ball. The Illinois Fighting Illini decide to call a timeout. Smith heads to the bench. Powell triggers it in. The Fighting Illini have possession, trailing by a dozen. Now in the low post. Powell rebounds again. He's up to 7 now. Powell gets a lot of contact and will have a chance to get the 2 at the line. Batista with 4 fouls and is really in trouble now. He makes his first shot at the line. And he goes a perfect 2 for 2 at the line. The Gonzaga Bulldogs have it, and in the last 16, they've scored a dozen. Revillo with it up top. In the paint now. Down low.
That's your shot.
That's a great setup and a clean finish. Let's see that one again. That was well done.
Can't set it up much better than that.
No, that's a beautiful assist right there, Mike. That's the way you draw it up on the chalkboard.
Powell puts the ball in play. These clubs separated by 12. Brown with the ball up top. Augustine now with 10 points in the half. He has been a scoring machine all night tonight. The Gonzaga Bulldogs with the ball, 14-6 run here. The Bulldogs track it down and get control. Morrison missed, hitting the right rim. The Fighting Illini trailing here by 10 points with the ball. Brown lays it in there. Revillo. If he gets a 3 this trip, he would have 4 on the night. Ball fed inside to the post. Revillo passes it out. The Gonzaga Bulldogs have a really good working margin here winding down the second half. Jay, what are you thinking?
Mike, as this game winds down, this team has gotten the lead because they've shot the ball so well, but they can't rely on taking tough shots. They've got to continue to work the ball and get good open shots and shoot them confidently and knock them down.
.42 with the ball up top. Augustine hauls down his 11th rebound. The differential is 8.
A lot of nice things going on in this.
Turieff with the inbound. The Bulldogs with the ball. They're up 6 points. They thread it underneath. 42 clangs that one off the left side of the rim.
Mike, you got to be impressed with the way he ripped that one down. He's sending a message. When that ball goes up, it's his and his only.
Batista got a long break on the bench, and coach decides he wants him back out there. Morrison couldn't get it to go after the hack, but draws the foul. He'll get a chance for a deuce at the line. He can't get the first. He sinks the second. The Fighting Illini have the ball down by 7. With that rebound, just look at the numbers. The total rebounds for the team and his individual contribution on the glass, both tremendous.
What effort, Mike. You've really got to get a body on this kid every time down the floor. Keep contact because he is going after the glass every single time a shot goes up. He treats every shot like a missed shot, and that's what you want your rebounders to do.
Nice rebound, and he made sure he controlled the miss.
Mike, it looks like a simple rebound, but look how big these boards have added up for these guys. The more rebounds you get, the more points you put on the scoreboard. That's outstanding work on the glass.
Ravillo is fouled hard on the way up. He'll get 2 shots at the line. He makes his first shot at the line. He gets them both. Powell with the inbound pass. Just 1:50 left. Releases.
Oh, what a...
Morrison has 2 3-pointers, could get a third on this trip. Returns the ball. Morrison has the ball up top. Six left on the shot clock. They'll have to get one off in a hurry. They drop it inside. Augustine grabs the miss. 9-point game we've got going. Head scores his 8th point of the half. Another difficult basket, and it's this defense that's doing it. They've made every possession hard tonight.
Well, they haven't been able to get the open looks they want. I think they've got to get more ball movement, better passing and better movement. It's not just bad luck that's affecting them here tonight.
Morrison is going to get the charging call. Morrison commits the charge. That will be his 2nd foul of the contest. The Fighting Illini will take a timeout there. They drop it into the low post.
Boy, what a great game for this kid. A double-double already. Play after play, he's been just huge for this team. That's great playing, Mike.
Morrison with a nice crossover to get the hoop. Time is winding down, and unless you believe in miracles, this one's just about over.
No, I agree. With less than a minute to go and the huge deficit, they'll just play this one out. This is where the coach tries to use the game situation to try to teach his team something for a future ball game.
Ravillo already has 3 3-pointers, could get a 4th on this trip.
Well, he tried the crossover in the hope of freeing himself, but the defense didn't go for the head and shoulder fake. He was focused on his trunk, and that was a charge.
The Illini call timeout. Head inbounds the ball. They get it down low. Batista cleans up after the miss. There's the horn. This game is in the books. The final score, 60-53. These two really deserve to be named players of the game.